We are here and it's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody.
We back. Thursday night, turn up.
It's
Everybody.
Turn Up Thursday. And this is a topic that might just turn a lot of people up. So it is going to be a good one tonight. It's always a good one, but it's definitely going to be a good one tonight because I have some questions for the men. Like, I have some questions for the
Um,
men tonight, and I'm going to need y'all to come to the front. Okay, men, come to the front for these questions. But before we get into the show, as usual, I got to ask my wonderful co host how his week has been.
we ready. We ready. The week is good. Uh, nah, can't really play about nothing at all. Came back from soccer practice. Well, no soccer game. I think they won 8-7 to 5. So it was a good game.
Okay, they were playing.
It was playing, scoring
They
game.
were playing.
My son didn't score, but he did play great defense. Hit the ball away from the goal, so he doing this thing. But that was good. That was today. Besides that, work is work, life is life. Just another day, another dollar, and trying to find that misses. You know what I'm saying? We on
I
our
love
journey.
that for you. I love that. I love that for you. How are your Steelers doing?
Was that a shot? Do
No,
you?
I'm serious. I want to know. I don't know how their season's been going.
They doing okay. We just lost to the Bengals last week, which we shouldn't lose. But besides that, we're still number one in our division, so
Love
we're good.
that.
And this
See, I
Sunday
don't
we bounce back, and we want to make sure we look solid and get the win. You know what I mean?
just shake it off.
And shit.
Okay, just shake it off. Shake it off. Listen,
Mhm.
I don't have an NFL team, but for me right now, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, the NBA season has officially started, and this is my season. Okay, I love ball. To my future husband, understand ball is life. I love basketball. My teams are the Celtics and the Raptors, and there's been a lot of controversy for basketball fans today in basketball with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier being indicted on federal charges for gambling. And then, anyways, it's a whole thing. Look into it. But that was a lot because Chauncey just literally he got arrested right after coaching the first game of the season last night. If you don't know, Chauncey coaches the Portland Trailblazers. So it is quite interesting, but I am happy as happy can be between now and June for playoffs. It is ball season all day. Jeff says, "Hey, good evening, Jeff." Jeff says, "Twins got serious about them Steelers, but how about them Cowboys?"
Not Cowboys. Oh, not come on. You know what? I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you have that moment, sir. How about them
Like,
boys?
how about them Cowboys? Jeff, who's your team? Again, I don't have a team. It's funny. When I was younger, I liked the Raiders, but only because I liked the Raiders jacket. And I think I told the story. I begged and begged my father for a Raiders jacket, and I got it when I came to Canada. It was for my 10th birthday. I got that Raiders jacket. It was cold here. I came from a good old island in Jamaica, and it was cold, so it came just in time. I loved the Raiders. But now I just don't have a team. I'm just a fan of the sport. But yeah. So I love it. So tonight, my week. Oh, my week has been good. I mean, I just talked about ball, so ball is here. Love it. Oh, Jeff's team is the Cowboys. Jeff's team is indeed the Cowboys. But are the Cowboys doing well, Jeff? Let me know. I haven't been looking at the standings recently. So what's going on?
They
I
doing
think
better. They
they're
doing
doing better than
doing
the
better.
Steelers. Okay.
I mean, we're both on the same level right now. I'll say that right now.
Okay. Okay. So it's a little bit of a rivalry here. I get it. Listen, I be talking crap to like Lakers fans as a Celtics fan, right? Like, don't be talking to me about the most winningest team in the in the league, but we digress. And then people be talking about, oh, the Raptors got a championship just because. Shut the F up. But we digress once again. But my week has been good. It has been cold here. Toronto is getting cold. I know you're not cold in Atlanta because it's Atlanta, but Toronto's getting cold and I am over it. I cannot wait to be soaking my feet in water and sand next month.
Now, if the weather is changing down here in Atlanta, the one thing living in Atlanta, you get 2 seasons or 3 seasons in a day. So when the sun's down, it's fall, chill. When the sun comes up, you get a little spring, then you get summer again.
Okay.
Back down, make sure you got your jacket on. So, moral of the story, when you wake up in Atlanta, make sure you have a hoodie or a jacket. But by midday, you're going to be taking that ish off because it's too hot.
Not here. It is straight through. Like, I took out the winter jacket. I mean, it's not even that cold, but I hate being cold. Like, I don't want my feet cold. I want my face cold. I don't want my hands cold. I just don't like being cold. And it's gotten to the point where it's getting up there. And I am ready for a tropical vacation. Like, see me in Cuba next month this time because I'm out like Scout. But we digress. We have quite the topic tonight. And like I said, men come to the front because Lord have his mercy. This one was a doozy. I had to clip the clip down a little bit. There was some extra stuff, but I have some questions. And I know Twins is going to have some answers. Jeff, anybody else is out there has some chat. Because dating is interesting for some people. And sometimes a lot of women, decide that they want to go in a certain direction with their dating life. That's not necessarily the direction they should necessarily go in. And this lady that I'm about to play the clip is one of those ladies. She had the nerve to stand up in front of an audience of thousands and ask a particular question. And she got an answer from those that she was asking. And we will have some comments on it. And then, of course, I throw my dating life in there. So let's see this video here that I have called Side Chick. Here we go.
So the love of my life is with his child's mother, and the reason being is because she threatened to take away his child if they were not together. He wants me to wait for him until he figure out what he's going to do. So should I wait for him or should I just move on for him?
Listen to what you just said. I want you to remove your emotions for a second. If I were just a random person and I had the same conversation with you and said, you know what, this man has a family, he has a woman who's involved, who's threatening to take his kid and everything else, but he's the love of my life and he's a good person. You in sound mind with those emotions off would have said, you are out of your mind. So I need you to remove these emotions for a little bit. I need you to be a little more logical about the decision that you're about to make, because you'll end up waiting 5, 10, 15, 20 years for the said love of your life.
Cause let's just be honest, like if she's saying I'm gonna keep the kids from you and XYZ, it's ways around that, right? Like we can go to court, we can do whatever we gotta do, cause that's the type of person I am. I'm not letting nobody keep me from my kids. That's just what it is.
Trill, I hate to cut you off. He loves that woman he's with. We are operating under this assumption that what he's saying to her is truthful. I do not believe that is truthful. When a man loves a woman, he will move mountains for that woman.
Hold on.
No, hold on. Whoa. What I'm saying is, you think he can tell her the truth that I'm actually in love with this woman and I want to explore it, but I don't want to lose you. So what I'm going to do is keep you on the back burner. I'm going to put you on layaway with this lie. We all acting like this man cares about her.
I think it's unfair to say without a doubt or so definitively that's what it is. There are tons of people who do not like their baby father or baby mother. There are tons of people who are in very difficult situations. And what I can tell you is, unfortunately, a lot of men have not learned how to properly handle these types of difficult situations.
Or some men are skillful in convincing a woman to be a side chick. And that's exactly how you do it.
He said to her, wait for him, right? That's insinuating he's trying to handle the situation.
For context, how long ago did he ask you to wait for?
About a year ago.
Oh, okay, there we go.
My God.
There we go.
was about to defend him.
The run took me out because he said, what are we talking about right here, right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, Twins. The silence is deafening.
So they pretty much confirmed something I've been saying a long time ago, that men are more logical than women in most cases. And I'll leave with this again. I don't speak in absolute, so we're not speaking that all the same most. But the love of my life told me to have a seat until I handle what I'm doing. Like those two things don't make no sense. Love my life and then wait. How how can somebody be the love of your life? And also what he said was very important, is that men will move mountains for the woman that they want. That's a fact. That's a bar. We don't care. I don't care. If what? I'll be there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's this what we talking about. So honestly, she's delusion. The fact that she said it out loud, and it didn't register to herself. And sometimes you have
Facts.
to sometimes you have to say something and say it to yourself and like, did I just say that? Are you even believing what's even coming out your mouth right now? Like you read as a grown woman, because she's a grown woman,
Grown.
you really thought that was okay. And like I have to question her mental health at this point now. Like I understand that you're lonely, right? But now that's a true definition of settling. Side chick, delusional. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go from there. I'll put a pause there.
The key to what she said was the love of my life. Nothing, like Ace said, confirms that he feels the same way about her. Quite frankly, his actions tell you that his children's mother is the woman he loves, because he's fighting to keep that relationship together, even if it's for the sake of his children. Because to the other gentleman's point, ain't nobody going to keep me from my kids, right? So if he really wants to make sure that he has access to his children, because that is an excuse some will use. I need to do this to her. I need to pipe her down because that's the only way I'm going to get access to my children, right? That is not the case. There are different ways to get access to your children. And if she takes you to court, you file a motion too. You file a motion saying you want joint physical and financial cut, and you go through it and you fight for your child. So to the point where you said, yes, a man will move mountains, if that man loved her as much as she loved him, he would do what was necessary to have his children and have her be a part of his life and integrate those two things, because his children are the most precious things in his life. Here's the thing. We will delude ourselves when we want a man. We will delude ourselves when we are in love with that man. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is going to be cruel, but I do not care. There are some women in life that, because, to quote our good Uncle Kevin Samuels, they are average at best. When they find the man that they want, if that man even shows an inkling that he wants her back, they will move mountains to be with that man, which is ass backwards, because that's just not the way it works. And if I mean, we saw the video, so I mean, we have eyes. The young lady could be sweet as sugar plum, but she's average at best. And I guarantee you that that man is probably financially, physically in good standing. And so therefore, she's lucked out, and she's not going to leave that man for nothing. So she's going to wait. She's going to be angry at all men after that, by the way, after she waits for this one man. She's going to be pissed. But she will wait, and that man is going to string her along. However, going to the title of show, is there when loving a man maybe means sharing him. Is that the direction that we're going in 2025 and beyond? That loving a man may mean sharing a man.
That's a tough one.
The numbers are not in our favor.
That I totally agree with that. Numbers not in your favor. I mean, it's already in effect in a sense. It's just the other woman doesn't know because they're the side chick or the mistress. So it's already happening. So it's not like something's brand new that's being brought to the table. We're just exposing it a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, if every man married a woman, there'll be a leftover woman.
Facts.
That's a fact. So
It's already happening. She's not the first woman to come up on this very public platform and ask this type of question. Not as much to the point where she asked it, that was a new one. But there are many women out there in very similar situations. And is it like let's take the again, this is a show called Fuck Your Feelings. Let's take the feelings out of it. If it's between being alone, buying a dog and dying alone, again, in the words of Kevin Samuels, in my case, it would be cats. I don't like dogs. Or telling another woman to scoot over, let me take a seat beside this man. For some women, they might as well, because you're already it's funny because there's uproar about the whole polygamy thing and throuple and all of those things because it's just so wrong. People are going crazy over what Neo is publicly doing. It was Neo's birthday the other day, and his girlfriends came out and wished him happy birthday. I think he got 3. I think he got 4 of them. I thought it was 3, but I saw 4 women. Anyway, so he's got these public women, and they're out there loving up on Neo, and Neo is living his best life. And he is open about it. These women were on tour with him. Like, they are traveling wherever Neo goes. They live in the same house, whatever the case might be, right? The women are going off in the comment, oh my God, they clearly didn't have their fathers in their life. And if you had self-respect, blah, 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 blah. But some of these same women are women who are willingly side chicks, who are willingly 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th baby mamas.
damn.
Because after 1, I mean, you're making a choice. I'm number 1. I would never have been number 2. Number 2, my ass. My child was going to be your first child. It wasn't going to be a 2nd, 3rd. We were going to experience this bad boy together. There was no, I've already been there, so I don't need to be at the hospital. I know how this works. Call me when my baby's born. There's going to be none of that. Okay, tell me when he's out. Tell me when she's out. That does happen. So these women are in a situation where they have made a choice to be with a man and be his second or whatever. And they're ridiculing women who are in an honest, open relationship with the same man. I think the former is worse than the latter. If you're going to do it well.
I don't think people are ready for that type of conversation. I don't think or not conversation, relationship type. I don't think they're ready for that. I mean, it's doing it. It's like an unspoken thing. Like, but we're already doing it. I think it may go smoother if you can have that open conversation, and you never know. You might be with someone who may like girls as well. So y'all might have something in common. You just don't know. Then y'all can pick and choose together so that you have her and whatever. But I'm saying that the traditional way of relationships is starting to change. And mainly because we're running out of people. Or running out of what, men?
Men. There's not enough men for women. More baby girls are actually being born than baby boys.
Right. And then also you gotta factor into like the numbers against y'all. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head. but you got to factor in the non-straight men. So they're
Okay,
off.
yeah.
That's gone right there.
The men
Yeah.
who are now women.
And then also factor in the fact that now you have men out here who watched Red Pill, excuse me, who's all the way deep into the F woman XYZ.
Yep.
Then throw in another group. They mob the divorce men out the gate. They F women as well too. They still like them, but as far as relationship or marriage, not on a radar. Some of us. I'm not one of them. But the point I'm trying to make is that's a whole other group right there by itself.
Mhm.
And then another group is this. Here's a shocking group that a lot of women don't understand. Young generation know about Kevin Samuel. And RIP, that man's passed away. There's people younger than me in their early 20s who know about Kevin Samuel, who actually listen to Kevin Samuel. Like, they don't know him like, oh, he's the guy who just know. He's like, nah, man, he be spitting facts. I'm like, what you know about? What you know he's talking about? I'm like, tell me what you know. And they be telling me stuff. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
you already know. I said, oh, these women don't even know what they're dealing with now. So what I'm saying that it's going against y'all. It's getting very challenging for you to find a suitable guy at this point now. Now, there will always be them Pookie and Ray Rays. You know, the one guy who'll get 10 girls pregnant. Oh, he's always out there. And, you know, if you feel like mismanaging your kitty, go for it. But then once you mismanage that and then you have children, and then now you want to settle down and then you want to meet the Mr. Right guy, he's another group. I don't want a girl or a woman who has multiple baby daddies. And now when I'm talking to you, you want to have all these stipulations, rules, which, oh, I don't do that no more. I don't do this. But you have a full grown adult running around the house and you was never married. Make it make sense. So once again, that is a whole bunch of layers, a lot of things going on in this dating. So yes, you may have to end up sharing. To
Listen,
each his own.
there's a bunch of women out here having some men throw off their pH balance who they know is never going to commit to them. Yet they have the nerve to criticize, ridicule a neo-type relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your entire pH balance, sis, is thrown off by this man because he's out there just slinging pain to any woman that will come his way. And you are sitting around looking at somebody else who's in an honest relationship. That relationship structure doesn't necessarily work for anybody, but I'm gonna go with that relationship structure is a hell of a lot honest than a woman standing in front of a crowd of people asking if she should wait for the man who's the love of her life, who told her he needs to stay with his children's mother in order to be in his children's life, and she just needs to wait. Because eventually it's going to be her turn. That's what that man said. Eventually, sis, it's going to be your turn. And she's standing up there a year later asking, should I continue? It should have been, should I wait? The question should I continue to wait because I've already been waiting a year? She's still loving on that man. She's still having sex with that man. She's probably still cooking for that man. She's definitely sucking his dick because that's what he keeps coming back. Because he ain't coming back with the dick suck. Let's be serious. So she's doing all of that stuff for that man, and that man is still putting on his clothes and going home to be with his children's mother and his children.
Men will do whatever you allow us to do. If you allow me to put you in that category, listen, I'm not mad at the guy. I think we all, as men, we all been there at one point in our life that we have a great.
How can you be mad at someone who's honest? Like, he was honest about, I have this sorry to cut you, twin, but I have this situation going. He may not be honest about what's going on within the situation, but he didn't lie. She fully knows that after he pees her and gives her the pipe, when he puts his clothes on, he's getting in his car and going home to where he has his children's mother and his children, where he is likely paying the bills.
That's true.
Continue.
No, I mean yeah, I totally agree. No, I was just saying that, we men will do what you allow us to do. So if I got my cake, my chocolate cake, and some pie on the side with a little whipped cream, that's a win for me. Now, I'm not gonna say daddy issues or not have, I'm gonna say that she it's not the daddy issue. It's not that you don't have no either real sisters or womanhood or like that's a question she should ask her uncle or cousin or brother or somebody. Not go to a public stage in a public forum. Now get it. Now also we're in the era of people asking crazy things so they can go viral. So sometimes I can't really believe like if she really said that. I'm like, you know what? Someone probably gave her that script to read that. But we won't go with it. We won't go that it was her.
No, that woman is for real.
We won't go
That
with
was some real shit.
we won't go with it. And that's her XYZ. And she really thought that was a great question to ask him. And like you said, you said he's your love of life. Did he tell you he was his love of his life? Or when you said that, he's like, yeah, but yeah, babe, yeah, yeah. I feel, I feel the same way too. Yeah, just give me like 2-3 years. You know what I mean? Either he gonna wait till the kids are old enough so they don't gotta pay child support if you decide to divorce or XYZ, or he's gonna string you on till you get tired. Listen, back in my young days, I had a woman on my team, and I say team, for like almost 5+ years. She probably still have been on the team for a while if I moved to a different state. That's how much loyal and she played her part, I played my part. I'm done.
I think as women we need to be honest. We need to be honest about the state of dating, the realities of marriage for some of us. I think I've already shared, but for those of you new here, one of my greatest fears is dying alone. I was one of, I guess, the lucky ones to have been married and had the title of wife. But as a divorced woman who looks forward for the possibility of having that title again, my greatest fear is that I end up never getting married and having to have a cat and die alone, because again, I don't like dogs. So I think a lot of us need to unplug ourselves, because as much as as much as we talk about red pill men, there's a lot of red pill women, because on the other side there's a bunch of barking dog women who are saying stuff that is just nonsensical and not based in reality. Right? Some of the advice we give as women is not based in reality, just like some of the stuff the red pill guys are talking about, not based in reality. So there's on two sides, there are people having conversations not based in reality. So on this show, we're going to talk about reality. Reality number one, we've talked about it earlier. Like Twin said, if every single man married a woman, there would still be left over women. There are not enough single eligible men to marry every single eligible woman that is available. When we take away the homosexual, we take away the men who are now women, we take away the men who do not want marriage, we take away the men who should never be married. We take away all of these different things and we whittle them down to eligible men. Even when we whittle down our ghetto, all of the different things of women who also should not be wives, there's still not enough. Okay? Reality number two. Not every woman deserves a husband.
Say that again.
Not every woman deserves a husband.
Bars. Sorry, just not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. So
like,
all of this, you sis girl, when the right man comes along, he's going to see no. The men are not blind. They actually see quite clearly. They see you and they don't want to marry you.
That's a fact. Just like everyone's not built to be an entrepreneur. You're gonna need workers. Sorry. Continue. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. So between your unhealed trauma, your issues with your weight, okay, so you're not physically fit body, you're not mentally sound, like all of these things, not every woman is suited to be a man's wife. Fact number 3, most of us are average, and we will not get above average men, because above average men have worked hard to acquire the things that above average men want.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Carry on.
So delusional to think that you can be average in looks, in intelligence, in face, and still get the quality man that every man is looking for. I don't care what they're telling you on the other side of the internet. It's bullshit. It is not true. So let's just wake up for a moment. And that's why, unfortunately, the young lady in the video is still waiting a year to be with this love of her life, who's in love with the woman he's actually with. Number 4, if a man wants you, he will come for you and come to you. Nothing will stop him. Not his work schedule. He's never going to be too busy. He will leave his current situation and be out. That's just the way it is. It doesn't matter what he's telling you. It doesn't matter how nice it sounds. It doesn't matter how much he pipes you down. It doesn't even matter how much money he spends on you, because a lot of women, we need to stop equating how much value a man puts on us by how much money he spends on us. If a man has $10 million and spends $10,000 on you, he's not missing that $10,000.
Drop in a bucket.
Nothing. It ain't nothing. So that doesn't mean he values you. That doesn't mean he loves me. It means he can afford you, and he can afford to put you on hold, on layaway. You are on a layaway plan. You are going to sit there and he's going to keep spending, but the woman he wants to be with, that's the one he goes to at night. That's the one he cares about. That's the one whose problems he wants to solve, not create. He goes to that woman. So I just want us as women to be in a situation where we are being very realistic about when a man wants to be with us, what he will do. And Mr. Trust me, you are right, because I have experienced that. As someone who dates long distance, men will get on flights, get in cars,
Trains,
and buses,
Greyhound, all that.
cross
Guilty.
borders
Mm-hmm.
with a passport, have their car searched by customs for the woman they want. So all you women where he can't even go 45 minutes out of his way, as a woman who had men drive 7-8 hours, got on flights for 3 hours to come over here, I will tell you that is some bullshit. And let's hear from Jeff. Jeff, I love that you're here. Jeff is our married man, and I love to hear from Jeff. So Jeff says, I wonder if that woman really thought the people on the panel was going to tell her, yeah, wait on him. I think she knew they were going to say no. I felt like she, especially Kitty. Kitty, like, I cut out the part where Kitty just stared at her like, girl, are you insane? Can you hear me? Are you insane? So I think, you know what, sometimes what happens with women, we know the situation isn't right. And it's like we're waiting for other people to tell us, girl, run. And she did that in the most public way possible.
I'm gonna say this. she knew the question she asked was a bunch of bull, but she was hoping that one person there, and it didn't have to be somebody on stage, it could be someone in the crowd. If there's one person that validates what she said, that's all she needs. That's all she needs to
Yeah,
know.
that is so true.
That's her sign. Like, you know what, Lord, just give me a sign. Let me know. And everybody can be saying no, but that one person in the back or front, whatever, like, girl, do it. I did it. It'll be like, I did it, girl, and I'm still with him now. Like, don't think I one, you know what I mean? A one-off one that I waited, I got him, we're happily married, we got 3 kids, no problems. Okay, ma'am, we're not an absolute, but the odds of that working out is not even close.
The odds are not in your favor, sis.
So trust me, someone either slid her DM or to the side that same night or same whatever, because now she's famous because she went viral, right? And like, hey girl, here's what you should do. So I guarantee, even though everyone said no, 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 don't do it, she's still gonna do it. I promise you. She's gonna
Of course,
say,
she's still gonna do it.
yeah.
That man is the love of her life. That man is the man that she prayed for.
Mm-hmm.
And you are right, Mr. Mister. I keep forgetting that these youngins don't know what layaway is. So let me explain to the youngins what layaway is. Layaway is the opposite of afterpay. So I think a lot of you people know what afterpay is. You buy an item, you pay for it in 4 installments, but you get the item before it's even paid off. Not layaway. Layaway was back in the day when our moms and dad used to go to the store and we said, Mom, I really want this. And they'd say, I don't have the money for it, but let's see if the store has layaway. So what they would do is they would go to customer service and customer service would say, for a low price of X, you can make 12 equal payments every month to get this product. You did not get the product until you've made your very last payment, which would mean if your parents were making one payment a month, you would not see that product that you wanted in your home for a whole year.
And after about a year, that product is now obsolete. Got him. Got him.
Okay. Okay. You were not getting it. That was delayed gratification at its best. We now live in a world of instant gratification. I won't lie, Afterpay is my best friend. I will have the money, but I'm like, why would I spend all of this money now when I can pay in 4 equal payments every 2 weeks? Oh, I'll just wait with no interest and you give me my product in advance. Oh, I'm good to go. But with layaway, oh no, 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 sis, you were waiting for that product until that very last payment came and then you got your product. A lot of women are out here on layaway to men of promises of a tomorrow that will never come. So some of us have choices. Love him and share him, or decide that, you know what, I'm really comfortable being alone and get a companion pet.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second, right? Now, there are some women we do kind of string along,
Ooh.
hoping that they will change, hoping that one thing it will click for them. And you know what?
Go tell me more about this. Listen, I just leaned back. I'm even uncrossing this leg and crossing the other side. Come through. I'm listening.
Yeah, because I mean, I had someone in the past that everything was good besides one thing, right? And so I kept her on the team. And I'm talking about for years, hoping that this person will snap one day and they was like, you know what? Boom. I know what I need to do, or whatever what Dwayne needs or whatever XYZ. It never happened. Never happened. I still talk to him every once in a while. Hey, how you doing? What you doing? Same thing back in 2005. That
Damn.
it's 20 years now. 20 years now.
2005.
Same shit we did 20 years ago. Back in 2005. It's 2025 now. You still in the same. You still live with your mom. Still working a low paying job. Don't have any kids. Everything else is cool, but you didn't have that drive. So yeah. So
And
now
love you're spitting game. Let me ask a question. In those situations, is the man telling you what he wants you to change, or is he just waiting to see if it will click in?
oh no, I told her. I told her exactly what I needed. Because first I was in a relationship with her.
Mhm.
Then I broke with her because she wasn't doing what she needed to do. But we still kept it cool. So I was still exclusive with her, XYZ, but it was just like
You're not wife.
you're not wife. I'm not pulling that trigger yet because I don't see you have potential. She had potential.
Hmm.
But if I saw her trending that way, then maybe I would have pulled a trigger. She never graduated. You understand what I'm saying? She never got that GED. She never got that diploma. She's just right there and then no effort. So yeah.
You know what? You bring up a good point, because I think one of the as women, we have some of the greatest, largest egos there are. I cannot lie to you, right? Like, our egos are huge. And there's always that part of us that feel like a man needs to step up to the plate to show me that he's worthy of getting all of this. You've seen it, you've heard it, like what we say, the playbook. We never consider the opposite. What do I need to show him? At least a lot of us don't. Many of us do. I do, because I've readied myself to be a wife. But I would love for the gentleman, Jeff, I love you. The link is in the, please tell me I put the link. Yes, the link is in the comment section. If Jeff wants to come on, because he is married, and Twins, if you guys are new here, Twins was married to 14 years, recently been divorced, and is still as healed and is ready to do this again when the right lady comes along. So, thinking about that, is there something for men when they meet a woman that just clicks and says, this is wife?
I mean, it's not just one thing, but yes, there is. Yes, that's the question. But it's not just one thing. Like, it has to be some of the things that we value from a woman are kind of like, the peace. Is she making my life stress less? Say that again. Stress less. Peaceful. No arguing. You know what I'm saying? The simple things that I ask, are you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And if she's checking those boxes off, then it's like, oh, okay. Oh, she's it. And it's not about where you work out and where you work and do this, how much money you make. We don't care. Once again, we don't care about that. I don't care about your degrees. I don't care about your money. I'm happy that you're educated. I'm happy you can make money. I'm cool with that. Really, I don't want no dummy, right? But you can't have that on the table. Like, well, I got my bachelor's degree too. Okay, good for you. Well, I make 6 figures too. Okay. So are we dating or are we in a competition with each other? Just let me know. If we're in competition, then that's cool. We'll be in competition. Let me talk to the girl over here who's in a soft place who don't want to be in competition, but got all her stuff together as well. But she ain't trying to throw her I am the table. But anyway, I digress. Yes, question of the year is thing when she hit the woman we meet, like, oh, she's it. Yes.
I love that. I see a comment here that I'm putting up and I want to read, so let me lean into. Sometimes I can't see that good now. Males versus female psychology. Women look for reasons to say no. Men look for reasons to say yes. Men commit without women realizing it, because we look for positive in you to keep you around.
message. That's
He's literally said the same thing, essentially.
facts.
That is such. I have to pause on that one. That is such a good one. We do look for reasons to say, I won't speak in absolute like my co-hosts say, but I will tell you as the leader of the Fail Fast Women's Group, I absolutely will look for reasons to say no. Absolutely. And once those reasons are gone, then I'm looking at the other side. But again, I fail fast. So I'm like, yep, nope, 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 nope. Okay, cool. Next. There's a lot of no's. But I love it where you're saying men are looking for reasons to keep you around. So in actuality, our behaviors, our attitudes, and so forth are eliminating us without us knowing. Is that what you gentlemen are telling me?
I can agree with that. Yeah. For me, for twins, yes, I can agree with that statement. Well, look, there's some things we'll look at, and we could dismiss it if this over here is handled correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Over here may have a higher weight versus over here. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Woo!
we know that there's no such thing as a perfect woman, and we all know that y'all come from we all have a past. Everyone has a past.
That part.
You had a boyfriend who broke your heart, or a husband broke your heart, or whatever it may be, girlfriend, or whoever you might have broke your heart. So I know there's always those wounds there. Versus to me, somebody broke my heart as well. So I understand that. But I understand that we both are human, right? So I understand there's feelings involved. It's how you work through those things in a new relationship will let me know how far we can go together.
Mm,
If I'm always thinking about your ex this and ex that and ex this, right? Which I get it. But if I never hear that, oh, well, you know what? I did do this, I do that. See, it's easy to say that he ain't shit. But okay, I understand he ain't shit. But what about you?
mm.
Most people don't wake up out of bed like, you know what? Today's the day. I ain't gonna be shit all day. You know what? You know what? I ain't shit today. No. You know what it's called, ladies and gentlemen? It's called cause and effect. Now, if you ain't trying to get to the root cause of why somebody did something, then whatever, then that's on you. I tell anybody, when somebody do something to you don't like, find out why they did it. Just why. Ask them.
Mm-hmm.
He cheated on you, ask them why. She cheated on you, ask her why. You might find out it may be something you might have done or XYZ, or something you probably lacked of. Or forget the cheating part, it could be finances, whatever it may be. Find the root cause why, and you have a better understanding. But if you don't know, if you just up and leave as soon as somebody do something you don't like, how are you gonna grow as a person? I'm gonna stop right now. I ain't ready for that conversation.
No, we are about ready. I'm actually going to read what Mr. and I'm going to put a pin in when you talked about the qualities and how they're weighted, how men weight things. Let me read this comment and then I'll get to that. So Mr. says, men will keep you in a role you play well and never capitalize. Promote you beyond that if you don't do what's necessary to play that next role. We don't care that we've been together for 5+ years. Women need to stop that too. We've been together for so long, so I deserve the ring and I want the ring because I put in the work and so forth. So that leads me into what you said about when you are meeting that one and you're weighing the qualities, how certain things are weighted differently than others, which I think we all understand in life. But I think often as women, we may not actually know from a man's perspective what is weighted more than the other, because in the fantasy world that we are often fed, right, this matters. Aesthetically, how I put myself together as a woman matters. That's what matters because men are physical creatures. And so I come in a good package, face right, hair done, nails done, body on point. That's why these women are killing themselves and getting BBLs now to look like women men don't actually want. But I digress.
Right.
Right. Like, it's insane. There's this girl at my gym, and I'm like, girl, like, why did you do that to yourself?
I
She
told
looked ridiculous.
no man nowhere has ever, and mind you, I play football, I play basketball, I've been in plenty of locker rooms. I got guy friends, just friends that said, like, I'm old school. And not ever have early my homeboys or guys say, hey man, I need a girl with a BBL, man. Those never, never. And female, and I talk to females, well, y'all like their pictures. We only like it because we want to smash it. That's it. We're not, I'm not, I never no Instagram model girl who's half naked, always bent over, or workout girl who's bent over or whatever, working out. And my everything I'm putting a ring on. I'm just trying to smash and keep it moving. So there'll be a fool, aka sucker, out there who will marry her. It won't be me. Won't be my homeboys. Now, some homeboys might slip up and get her pregnant, but they don't want her though. So you have to understand, just because you got pregnant doesn't mean men want you. You just got caught slipping. That's it. We had this conversation in the previous shows. Men will fuck a sock. So what are you? Like, let's keep it real. Like, so you doing all that body work. First off, most men, we don't ask for that shit. You know what we ask for? Peace. What we ask for? Talk to me with respect. That shit, all that shit right there is free. Cost you nothing. You don't gotta see Dr. Miami. You don't gotta go overseas. None of that. You don't got almost die trying to do surgery. You ain't got to come back laying on your chest and sitting in the seat because you can't sing your ass for a whole 2 weeks. No. Stop competing with the people online that look like XYZ or these famous people. They hate themselves. I'm done. Go ahead.
I love this, clip this and put it out. But you essentially basically answered the question. You started talking about the things that are weighted more. It isn't necessarily our mouth game, our nana game, okay? The body matters physically. A man wants a woman who looks good, and of course he likes good sex. But that alone does not make you a wife. It does not make you the selected one. Because again, ladies, whether we like it or not, dating is like a draft. Please get into sports. For those of you who do not get into sports, sports will help you figure out a lot of things. Let me break it down for you. The NBA has 30 teams. There are 30 teams. And every year the NBA has a draft. And they have, what are they at now? 3 rounds now? 3 rounds of draft, which means that there are 90 potentially eligible players who will go in round 1, 2, or 3. Then there's a lottery for the first 30 to determine what their pick is going to be from 1 to 30. And when you go in the first round, even if you go to the team with the 30th pick, you are the most eligible players that year to be on that team. There is a draft. And when they're talking about the draft, they're talking about suitability. So what happens is you hear them talking about, you know what, Dwayne, you know what, he's got a range of motion that we really need. There's a place here they really need a point guard that's going to go who understands the game, because right, they have this, they talk about what Dwayne brings to the team and how he fits in the team. And here's a V word, the value Dwayne is going to bring to that team. When a man is looking for a wife, you know what he's looking for? A team mate to be a part of his team. Therefore, he's going to evaluate us based on what we are bringing to the team. I know we be talking about tables, but fuck your table. What do you bring to the team? Because your spouse is the best teammate you will and should have in your life. And therefore, when a man is choosing a wife, he's choosing a member. He is choosing the starting lineup. This is the person. When you are introducing the team, the lineup for basketball, and they are coming out, this is the person the people cheer for the most because that's his draft pick. Are you worthy of being somebody's draft pick? Or are you just going to sit on the bench? And that's okay. Some of us are just bench players. I'm sorry. Shit, to some men, I'm just a bench player. Like, and that's the thing. We want to think just because I'm a good woman, I'm a good woman, I'm a good woman, I'm a good woman. And so therefore, every man that meets you should think that you're a good woman. Not for that man. For that man, you are a bench player. Get your ass off the bench and make sure you are available for the man who actually wants you to be his draft pick, the one he has chosen, the one he wants to be his teammate. And again, I want to get rid of this whole talk about what do you bring to the table? What value do you add to my team? Twins.
You want to continue with that? What?
I just want your thoughts.
I mean, I forgot I dropped the, you know what I mean? I thought I did my thing already. You
You
know?
did do your thing. You absolutely dropped. Listen, I am going to clip what you said and send it out because we need to, and I, as a woman, I love women, and this is why I have the show. Like, I really created this show to change the conversation around Black relationships because I got sick and tired of seeing some of these delusional conversations that we were having online and applauding people for selling us bullshit and dreams and fairy tales that are not going to happen. And again, God bless Kevin Samuels and what he did. And that man is no longer here, but he was changing some of that delusion that women had. And unfortunately, he left this world way too soon because some people have tried to take up the mantle and have continued to sell this delusion. We need to get into reality. And going back to the women who we started the show with, reality would indicate to a woman that a man who wants her would never tell her just to sit and wait for me while I stay over here with my family and figure out how I'm going to get to you. No, he's going to get to you. Mr. said it. I've said it. Twins has said it. When a man wants you, they will move mountains. They will take cars, buses, trains, planes, everything that they need to be able to get to you. Men are great for making plans. They build skyscrapers, for Christ's sakes. Okay? So you're telling me they can't make a plan for a woman that they want? Men build skyscrapers. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah, women build skyscrapers too. I hear you women tripping over there. There's a very small percentage of women who are up there in cranes helping to build the skyscrapers we live in cities like Toronto, the one I live in. That is what men do.
Talk about it.
So you're telling me men who sit around and build buildings that are way, 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 way up in the sky can't build or plan a life with you if he really wants you?
That can make sense.
You're going to need to wonder if he likes you. You're going to have to wait for him when he's ready for you because he just got a situation. I just got a situation, babe. I just need you to wait until my situation is done. Be honest with yourself. You want to wait because that's the man you want. You've chosen to wait. He didn't ask you to wait. You chose to wait. Because if a man that I want says to me, wait, I have a choice. I wait or I don't. And if I wait, I've made a choice. If I don't wait, I've also made a choice. But that choice really had nothing to do with that man. That had everything to do with Toshiba. So it sounds, I think, again, I'm going to go back to the topic. Sometimes, ladies, maybe loving a man means sharing him.
Say that again.
Maybe loving a man means sharing him.
Oh, yeah.
And be honest with yourself that you are willing to share a man that you love. Because the alternative of buying a dog and dying alone is something that most of us do not want. I don't care what the comment sections are saying and the girl empowered. I'm so happy that I've been single for 5 years, and I'm so happy because I've never been so stress free. Blah 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 blah. Lies. These people are sitting on their therapist's couch, talking about, I'm trying to find a good man and all the things that they're saying, trying to get myself together. Why does nobody want me? Nobody's actually single by choice, because if somebody chose you that you want, you would not be single. Single by choice is not a real thing. I'm sorry. This is Toshiba speaking, and I speak for Toshiba. Single by choice, not a real thing. Because if the man you want walks through the door and chose you, you'd be like, yep, I'm here. So I want women to wake up. I want women to be honest. And I want you, twins made a very, very good point. Have honest conversations with the men in your life. Learn from the men in your life. Your uncles, your grandfathers, the coaches. I don't care if you talk to the coach that coaches your son. I don't know. Talk to a man. Talk to a trusted man in your life and get advice from men. This is why I even created this show. I don't like to do this show alone, because I want the men to be able to give us the information we need to have healthy relationships. Sometimes as women, we don't have the answers. We're not men. I don't pretend to know how a man thinks. A man will tell you straight up and honest, sis, daughter, goddaughter, cousin, whomever, friend, and respectfully, I'm going to say this respectfully, don't go to your gay male friends. I'm sorry, that's not where the advice is. It's not.
That's a fact.
And I have a gay best friend. And I will share it, but when I want a different perspective, I go to a heterosexual man, because that's the man I want today. I will kiki with my gay bestie, but I don't go to him for advice about what a heterosexual man is thinking. He doesn't think like a heterosexual man. And quite frankly, he's just going to yes my bullshit. So it is time in the show for dating tips. Mr. If you're still here, and I'm pretty sure you are, get your dating tip together. Jeff, if you are here, get your marriage tip together. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stall a little bit because I don't have a dating tip yet in my head. And I'm looking at Twins and hoping that he's ready with his dating tip. Twins, dating tip.
I can move one up real quick on the whim. So I would just say this. I'm gonna speak back with the last thing you just said, but I would challenge ladies to have the open conversation as far be real with the conversation of understanding as far as what the man you're talking to wants. If if you realize you two are not on the same playing field or just on going on the same path, as much as you want to be with him, you may have to let him go and keep moving. Because at the end of the day, you can want him all day, but at the end of the day, a real man is going to pick and choose to be his wife. So you can sit there and you can pressure him and get married. You don't want you want a man confident enough to propose to you, not because you know what I've been dating you for like 5-6 years now, and and you keep getting on me. You said just a year. No, I would say never get married. If you feel like you're only doing it because to make her happy, it's going to fail. So have that conversation. See if you're compatible. If you are compatible, great. Be great at it. If you're not compatible, cut your losses and move on. Or put him on your team and find you another dude. Because guess what? We will keep you on our team. I will keep, if you allow me to keep calling you, smashing you, XYZ, I'm not going to let you go. Why? No. So don't get confused that he pop you down all the time on the usual. Oh, he really likes me. No, he know he can get anytime he want from you, because men will do whatever you allow us to do. I'm done.
Drops mic. My dating tip is actually inspired by something that Mr. said in the comments. Ladies, find the reasons to say yes to the man you're dating instead of no. That will actually change how you look at that man. That is actually something I'm going to implement into my own life because, as I admittedly said, I find reasons to say no. I'm a fail fast person. You give me something, I'm like, no. I think if we find the reasons to say yes, the no's show up within themselves. Yes, he has emotional regulation. Yes, he's hardworking. Yes, he's ambitious. Yes, he's family oriented. Yes, he showed that he can lead her instead of no. It actually tricks your brain to look for the positive attributes that you would want in someone that if they turn around and said, I want you to be my wife, you would have every reason to say yes. So that is my dating tip. And I'm sorry, I was missing the comments, gentlemen. Here, I see some comments that I actually want to put up before we end for the night, and also see if Mr. has a dating tip. But Mr. Earlier said a woman's personality is weighted far more than the size of her booty. Will enjoy the booty, but if she's a headache to talk to and be around outside of the bedroom, he has a countdown in his head. Not the countdown.
Mm-hmm.
The clock, he says, the clock starts ticking when she starts acting up. He'll give her chances to get right before she gets left. Bars. Jeff was saying, okay, Toshiba, because I was explaining the NBA draft. Listen, Jeff, I love me some basketball. I'm just saying. Mr. also say, women want the men that other women want. Just the nature of that part makes it inevitable that she's going to be sharing that man. That's what we've been talking about all night.
Sad but true. Sad but true.
Sometimes we may have to share late. Well, some of us are going to have to, like, not some of us. Before I get to Mrs. dating tip, and we go log off for the night, some of us are going to have to share. That is it. That is all. It's not even a question. It's how it. Some of us are not going to be able to attract and retain the man we want, and therefore we are going to have to share and take the pieces of him that he's willing to give to us. Or again, we can also be alone. And I think that's reality. Not every woman is going to get a man. Not every woman's going to get a husband. And it's just the way it is. So, Mr.'s dating tip. Let me get close. Dating tip. Learn what men want. Learn what men need / want to build a team with. Plus, what your specific man wants / needs. Then become those things. Be those things, and he will take care of the rest.
Facts.
Love it.
Yeah, we will jump through hoops and we'll run through walls.
That's it. That's all. That's all, folks. So I want to thank everyone. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe before leaving. Turn on your notification bell so that every time we are live or we put clips out, you get an opportunity to see what's up. Make sure you're sharing these clips with your friends. And again, we are here to change the conversation around Black relationships, because more Black marriages means more Black families. That is it. That's all. Twins, any final word?
Ditto. Everything you just said.
Well, thank you, everybody. And we're going to say good night to our YouTube audience, and then good night to our